Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for coming again. We're kind of getting down towards the end. If you've made it to patience, if you're going in order, we only got a few more left, so we hope you're enjoying it. This is a big one. I drew the short straw on this one, Miss Amanda. We kind of pick and chose as we went along, and this one wound up to be mine, and I said, I guess I needed it because I do. Patience is always one of those things that, there you go again, age does not discriminate. Whether you're 2 or whether we're not going to say how old I am, but we struggle with patience. Our verse for today is going to be Ephesians 4:2. It says, with lowliness and meekness and long suffering, forbearing one another in love. What does that mean? It means it wants us to be patient with one another and love one another, which is what we've been doing. That was one of our fruits of the Spirit. But being patient and long sufferings, meaning, to wait patiently, not just having patience. Sometimes, I want it and I want it now. That's not necessarily always the case. And sometimes with siblings, I know my 2, I always like, you may not get things done as quickly, or they're trying to help one of the younger siblings, and it's like, come on, let's go. No, you gotta have patience, I always say, patience comes to those who wait, But the Bible story this week that goes along with this fruit of the Spirit, patience, is a favorite of mine about Abraham and Sarah. And I hope that if this is new to you, if you haven't, that you kind of back up and read their story, because it's a really good one. But basically it talks about how Sarah wanted a son, and she was getting old, very, very old. And some visitors came and they told her husband and said, y'all are going to have a son. And she laughed. And I get that way sometimes in my life, whenever I'm thinking about things, and even beforehand, some things that I have now that I never thought I would, and I just didn't have patience to wait. But Sarah, she laughed. She was like, that's not going to happen. I'm an old woman. I'm not going to have a son. But she didn't know God, or she didn't trust God, and she didn't have the patience. But he came through, as he always does, and she did have a son, and his name was Isaac, and that goes into a whole nother story. So I challenge y'all to dig a little deeper in that story, that there's lots of goodness in it. But going back to patience and what we're supposed to do, I feel like, God wants us to be patient. He wants us to not just be patient, but be cheerful with it. Don't get so hasty and angry with each other. To wait, and then to wait with a gentleness. It says that we always need to be humble, with each other. And sometimes, you never know what anybody else is going through. And so, you've got to take a step back and just kind of look at it kind of with some God-loving eyes, and and pray for them and have patience with them, and even in our own lives have patience with some of the things that maybe we may be wanting. One of the activities that y'all are going to have to do with this next lesson is to mail a letter and ask for one back. So we're trying to learn some patience. I know probably not a lot of y'all young folks mail many letters. Everything is automatic. Send an email or send a text or just call somebody or FaceTime or have a meet. Well, this right here is going to take us a little bit old school. So you've got a piece of plain paper. It's already folded up for you. I want you to be thinking in your mind, who could you mail this to? It may be a relative, a grandparent, an aunt or uncle, maybe one that you don't even see on a regular basis. Or it could be a friend. We're still in the summertime. Maybe somebody that you just want to drop a letter to. Or it could be somebody that you may not know. Our emergency personnel right now, they've been doing a lot of hard work for us. Send it to the fire department, or the, ambulance services, emergency services, anyone like that. And then inside that letter, don't forget, you're going to have this little insert, and basically it just tells what you're doing. It says we're learning all about patience and how to wait with a cheerful heart. And it just asks for them to mail you something back. So you've already got a stamp on it, so you just make it your own, color it, make a drawing, write a letter, whatever you want to do, put it in an envelope, make sure you put the little insert in there with it, and then you just mail it, okay? Put it in your mailbox. And then here comes that patience. You got to wait for it. You got to wait for it to come. It's not going to be instant, but there will be one coming back to you, I'm sure. So we hope that you have fun. Like I said, this is a hard one, even for me, especially for me. I'm not always impatient, but that is something that we all must strive to be. So wait patiently and with a gentleness of heart, and we'll see what good things God has in store for us, okay?